What up, world? Back again. It is the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, Vic XL.
What up, what you do, Spank?
And y'all know what you're about to watch, what you are about to witness. We are the two people that are moving and shaking the culture of country rap. That was a bold statement, wasn't it?
And it's not a lie.
That was a kind of a bold statement. We are moving.
Who gonna call us a lie? Who gonna say we're wrong?
We're moving and shaking the culture of country rap, introducing you to all new and exciting things. All right, we give you guys AMAs, Ask Me Anythings, where you, the listener, the viewer, the fan, the family member, the friend, you have an opportunity to ask us any question you've ever wondered about this business called music. You don't even have to make it just about the country rap genre. Any question you ever want to ask about the music business, we are here to try to answer it for you. All right. Every now and then you'll see on social media, we'll do the AMA and you can just throw your questions in there, or you can inbox us your questions. We'll do our due diligence to answer those questions. Also, we give you MIP, Music Industry Playbook.
But can you put out a flyer for MIP? I mean, for AMA?
We actually take a subject matter and we hone in on that subject matter and we dedicate an entire episode to that subject matter. You know, wardrobe, 360 deal, DJs, hype man, any subject matter, we hone in on it and try to give you an episode dedicated to that. That way you can have a reference point to any time you want to refer back to it. We also give you exclusive artists and exclusive trendsetter interviews. I ain't even gonna say artists. Trendsetters, people who are moving and shaking this culture. We're providing a platform for them to run their mouth and tell their story.
Okay.
And last but not least, we give you what you're about to witness today, and that are the classic music reviews where Spank and myself give you our opinions, our expertise on some of the best and worst videos in the genre of country rap music. Now,
best and worst is accurate.
Yeah, I think
some of these.
Yeah. All of them, they most in one episode. We're gonna do that episode next. Yeah. I was like, damn, I put all these in one. Yeah. But we love you guys, and please take the criticism, if there's any, and help make yourself better. Matter of fact, there's an artist, JJ Hughes. He said,
I remember him.
Okay, he made a post on Facebook, and a lot of times there be so much stuff coming in. Shout out to all the artists that represent and use the hashtag and tag myself and tag Spank about things we've done. And it comes across. He said, man, shout out to Vic and Spank. They gave me some of the best advice ever, and I'm using it. And I have been racking my brain now for 2 months because I don't remember what that advice was, but it made myself feel good to know he's implementing something we said. I don't remember what we said. I remember what we said.
I don't remember exactly what we said. No.
But whatever we said, he's applying it.
Good.
And he just had an opportunity. He's been doing a lot of shows lately. But shout out to JJ Hughes. Shout out to JJ Hughes doing his thing. Got a chance to meet his idol recently, which is Mr. Broad Nax.
Nice.
All right, now. There's an artist I definitely want to interview, and I'm gonna say this just to put it out there, just because I want to hear this story if there's any. There's an artist who basically just found us around the 16 Boy Challenge time, right?
Right.
His name is Rowdy Dowdy, right?
Okay, I remember him.
Okay, his great grandfather is Mr. Johnny Cash.
The Johnny Cash?
I just seen an Instagram post where he was like my pawpaw and Elvis. He put a picture of Johnny Cash and Elvis, and I was like,
"Well, he got it honest, didn't it? Like, damn."
Hey, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, I had to be a little fanboy, but when I seen the post, I inboxed like, "Is Johnny Cash your granddaddy?" Because I don't just call anybody my pawpaw unless I'm talking about pawpaw fresh. You know, and he's like, "No, he's my great granddad. I'm 5th generation."
Damn.
So, and then he gave me a lot of other stuff. I was
they don't like cycle their money through the estate. He ain't part of that, I guess.
All that's gonna be on the interview.
Okay.
Because then he's also I don't want to tell too much of his story because when we ever interview him, I don't want to give it up, but he has a very interesting story based on the stuff he told me. I'm like, whoa, okay. This sounds interview worthy. So, all right, man, let's get into it here. So, look, for the record, when I say favorite rapper, this is my new favorite rapper.
Who's your new favorite rapper?
So
far, you're doing a different one every week. So
so favorite rapper is going to be it's going to be spanned by episodes.
Okay.
So I say next favorite rapper. So you might only be my favorite rapper from between episodes.
Gotcha.
And sometimes you might be my favorite rapper, then I might find out you've done something I appreciate, and then I have to disqualify you.
Okay.
Off your actions. That don't mean I don't like your rapping, but I'm gonna leave that there too.
Okay.
I don't want to discredit him. Matter of fact, bro, now, so for everybody who don't know, a lot of times me and Spank would do 2 episodes in one day. And we have all our lists. And I'm gonna say
they don't know our recording procedure. We can go ahead and enlighten them on it, you know.
Maybe we need to make that an episode. No, I don't know. No. Because there are some things that people are doing, and I'm like, really? So y'all ain't gonna? So you gonna do your short? So okay.
What are you talking about? Something you don't want to talk about?
What we call it in hip hop?
Oh, they biting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let them bite. Biting is a
form of flattery.
Yeah, it is. It's a showing appreciation without asking for permission. I'm just going to steal this idea while it's out there, but it's all good. This is part of moving the culture. Everybody ain't gonna like us, and everybody ain't gonna fuck with us. Everybody ain't even gonna say that they fuck with us, but they'll turn around and steal our shit. So,
right. Before I get to the first read, I gotta set a disclaimer.
Okay.
So this week there is a
Which episode is it? Because I got 2 in front of me now. Which one are we doing first?
We're gonna do low class.
Low class. All right. Cool.
Okay. A lot of people, a lot of you people follow me on Facebook.
Okay.
There was a website. I'm not even gonna say the website, but they're like a media website, and they do little news posts. And they made a news post that I found very, very intriguing by the artist V.I.C. And they said when this record came out in 2008, this record was a flop. It flopped. And here, 14 years later, it's 4 times platinum. It was a post about staying true, perseverance, patience. It was a very positive. It was a positive post.
I missed that part. I saw where what's that dude? Captain Kirk reviewed it, and I think he thought V.I.C. was your ass.
So that's what I'm going to talk about. But everybody in the genre of country rap.
This is V.I.C. right here. Wobble, baby, wobble. Oh, hit them dance, hit them moves, bro. Say that.
I am not V.I.C. Shout out to Captain Kirk for covering it. Shout out, sir. Salute to you.
But you were wrong. But you were wrong, bro.
I am not V.I.C.
He don't look nothing like that picture.
And I'm thinking to the point.
Don't look alike. All black people don't look alike, bro.
Look, and Coca. I'm a Coca. You don't be saving yourself. You didn't want to be involved. I hit Coca. Hey, do I look like V.I.C.? Coca you should run for politician, sir. He's like, man, people look different as, that's 14 years ago, bro. Stop.
Good one, Coca, good one.
People look different. You never know. He won't say. He chuckled, though. He chuckled at it.
I chuckled, too. I was like, this son bitch must be high or drunk. Because there's no way in hell he thinks this dude is that dude. Like, come on, bro.
But there were people in the comments.
Bro, there were people when the record was out that was thinking the same thing. And especially when social media started coming around and then V.I.C. kind of disappeared, especially when he changed his name and shit. Like, there were people that, like, this is my best friend Vic. And it was like, and I was on the road with V.I.C. and they was like, well, it was like your best friend is V.I.C. I was like, bitch, no, they're two different people. He managed him. Like, no.
Bro.
What are you drinking?
There are people in the comments, and I'm like, you know what?
You should have just went along with it, bro. Oh, hell yeah. Well, I was on the road every day, smashing all in them.
Hey, bro. I'm like, you know what? I don't salute to everybody that has acknowledged it. The whole point is, hey man, stay true to your stuff. It might not pop overnight, but it can pop.
That's a good moral to the story, yes. But the chuckle was long enough to like, you know what, I'm gonna let this ride. I'm gonna let it ride for a minute. Because when I saw the news post, because I was watching the story on YouTube, I didn't know the shit was gonna pop up, and then it popped up, and I'm working as I'm doing it, and he's talking like, wait a minute, that ain't Vic, bro. And I can't like inbox his ass or be like, you know, bro, you might want to take that down.
You got a picture on the screen.
I know. You don't look nothing like it. Maybe I see daddy when you.
You know what's funny? When we were on the road, people literally thought I was V.I.C's daddy. And like, y'all. I'm
Captain Kirk, we are not clowning you. No. But it was funny as hell, bro. It was funny as hell. This is a common misconception. He is not V.I.C.
I am Vic XL.
Yes, he is V.I.C.
The former manager and the person who, if there's a term called co-discovered or navigated his career.
V.I.C. used to be a barber.
Yes.
And real talk, V.I.C. stutters when he talks. Like that. Because if you've ever, I'm not tripping on I am tripping on V.I.C. because I'm mad at him for the last shit that I had to deal with him. But it would be, this is the behind the scenes shit. You know when he
I don't want to tell it.
I'll tell it.
Go ahead, tell it then. I'll let you tell it.
Bro, he said the boys had a show in making and sent his brother in a dread wig.
No, it was not a wig.
Oh, that was his hair?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my God! His brother showed up as him, and you know Matt ain't swole like V.I.C, but Matt kind of looks like V.I.C. But he got up there, did the show. Then the promoter called me. He's like, "Bro, who the fuck is this?" I was like, "Bro, that's V.I.C brother. Where V.I.C at?" He's like, "Nah, this dude showed up as V.I.C." I said, "Bro, I'll call you back." And I never got him back. They hemmed his ass up and got the money back. All of that shit. But this is some fuckery, bro. Like, you don't do that. And I recommended him to the promoter and all of that. And I was like, bro, look, call his daddy. This is his number. And I gave him your number.
But that was like, I wasn't managing him then.
No, that was long after. We had both fallen out from that point. Like, he was doing fuck stuff. He was doing, I think Miguel was working with him. Because Miguel had showed up and it was doing some other shit. Hopefully in jail somewhere, because that's not a good guy.
No, he wasn't.
He's not a good guy. Not a good person.
And but the moral of the story is, hey man, you never know. I look at artists like Big Poe, who are getting their just due now. You know, that record, you know, still doing that record is larger than the artist.
It can be if it's done right.
No, I'm talking about Wobble.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
most definitely larger than the artist. To the point where his brother can go do a show as him.
Wobble is a cross-generational record.
Yes.
Like his kids will eat off of that. I think he sold his publishing. He sold his publishing.
Yeah,
so
somebody else's kid will eat
off. His kids don't eat off of shit. But he I guess he did what he was supposed to do, or what he felt like he had to do at the time. This is another guy that's not great on business, you know. So him and his manager were perfect. And wherever they are, I'm sure that they are rolling in whatever they deserve, because this is the bed that you lay when you do bad business with people that try to do right by you. So this is a moral of the story that goes longer than what Vic just said. To everybody that's in music, period. We gotta do right by the people. And this is hard to say being in the music industry, because the music industry is not about doing right, but we, as much as we can, be fair, be just, and try to do right by people that are around you, because you never know. And we all are eating. Like we might have, some of us might have bigger plates or bigger portions on the plate, but share the wealth, you know, because you never know when your kids might grow up and they might have a song that is out there that popped off 14 years later.
Look, let me say this real quick. Can I that's a V.I.C story
Shit will never end right there.
That no one is addressing, that I feel like very few people know.
What's that?
But I know, but the label don't even know, because I've talked to them like, bro, why am I the only person that knows this?
What you talking about?
But it's not country rap, so should I get into a little bit of...
No, I mean, this might turn into an AMA. You never know. Go ahead.
So, V.I.C, for whatever reason, after... All right, so for people don't know, we had the record. The first record was Get Silly. Our second, and then we got an album deal, because every label in America wanted to be in the Soulja Boy business.
Yes.
And shout out to Soulja Boy, because Soulja Boy is actually trending at the time of us recording. He's trending right now because of his beef in Miami with Charleston White.
I don't know who that is.
Charleston White is one of the most influential YouTubers in the game. He's one of the most offensive African-American YouTubers in the game. He says F Nipsey Hussle, F DMX, F George Floyd. Like,
why would you say that?
He's a shock jock of YouTube. Like, he'll say free Eric Holder. He's F the Bloods. That's his thing. He's all about the shock. And everybody makes video like, when I see you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. He calls out rappers, right? And he ran into Soulja Boy at Rolling Loud.
He was invited to Rolling Loud?
People just go to Rolling Loud.
Okay.
Charleston White is a celebrity, bro. But so I can see him going to do interviews with media. But yeah.
He would be somebody I would not invite to anything.
But anyway, he's actually you have to watch it. I'm not mad at Charleston White. You have to watch him and then you'll get it. Because it's like reverse.
I know, but we don't need it's enough shocking art out there. We don't need that as a distraction.
Really, his thing is, all you rappers, you say, let's just say, free Young Thug.
Right.
But what about the mothers of the people Young Thug killed?
Right.
So he's really this person saying how negative rap is. He's like, oh, y'all talking about rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. No, free Eric Holder. Free Eric Holder. Eric Holder is the gentleman who killed Nipsey Hussle. He's like, y'all want to free the rappers when they kill somebody. So no, let's free the people that kill the rappers. He's really, it's kind of a shock.
Okay.
But he comes at artists all this. Everybody in America wants to do him body down. He's 46 years old. He ain't got but one eye. He got a glass eye. He looks like Catwood. But anyway, him and Soulja Boy been had a little spat. And Soulja Boy seen him in Rolling Loud and ran up on him. Like, hey, man, we need to talk. And it was Soulja Boy and his entourage, like 10 of them. This old guy travels alone, maybe with his wife and one person, right?
Right. When
Soulja Boy them got up, like, hey, man, we want to holler at you. He's like, ain't no holler. And he maced the whole crew.
Damn.
They all ran. 10 of them.
Right.
So that's trending now. But every label wanted to be in the Soulja Boy business. Here's how we got the deal with V.I.C. We had Get Silly, which actually went to number 4 on the charts. And the funny thing is, when it comes to charting, Get Silly was a better performing record than Wobble.
Because Get Silly was a Soulja Boy stamp.
Yes, and it went gold. No one even talks about that. V.I.C. now officially has a gold record and a 4-time platinum record. No one talks about his gold record, which was Get Silly.
Right.
Wobble was the second single. It flopped tremendously, and we got dropped by Warner Brothers after maybe the year, maybe the record, maybe it was with them a year at most.
Okay.
They went through a change of personnel. We got dropped. Then we got a single deal with Jive. We had a record say bow, bow, bow.
That's when I came along.
Yeah, with J Money. That single didn't really perform, and then after that, V.I.C. our contract with management was up with V.I.C. He was signed to Rock for Management. We parted ways. He then went to be managed by Miss Deborah Atney, who was Waka Flocka's mother.
I did not know Deb managed V.I.C. too.
That might have lasted for at most 6 months.
Damn, she probably got tired of this bullshit.
I'm sure, but she did get a song of his placed on one of the Love and Hip Hop episodes. It's actually done well too. It's like a bass record.
This is before Miguel or after Miguel?
Miguel was after Deb.
Miguel was after.
But the Deb
but we met Miguel during Deb. Well, during we
the book us. Yeah, Miguel
right.
to book us for shows.
Right.
Miguel was after Deb, but the Deb window is so small she might not even talk about it.
Okay.
But she did get him a record placed on a Love and Hip Hop episode, and I'm sure I can put a record up on.
I didn't know that show was that old.
I'm sure I can pull it up, but so with all this saying, and I'm really on some tea right now.
Right.
V.I.C had a girlfriend.
I remember her.
You remember her?
Yeah.
Are you good with faces?
No, I'm not. I'm horrible with faces.
Okay.
Even worse with names.
So, eventually V.I.C faded to black and disappeared from the music business.
Okay.
So at that point, everyone started telling me that I started hearing like, oh man, V.I.C done changed. He got face tats and he's in the strip club every night. And I'm like, what? I don't really care. I don't have a beef with him, but I'm not in the V.I.C business anymore. But I thought that was odd considering he was saved. A lot of people didn't know V.I.C was a Christian.
Gospel rapper.
Yes.
Yes, first.
So he would be, they say he would be in the strip club all the time. And I just thought it was kind of odd. I'm like, for what I know, V.I.C is, if he's not married, he definitely has a live-in because he has a son.
Right.
All right, fast forward to 2022. And I guess I'm the only person that pays attention to real life on the internet. And most people just let things go.
Okay.
So there was a female rapper based out of Atlanta. Named Lady Libra.
Don't know who that is.
Right, but she was getting good numbers. She was always on World Star, this, that, and the third. And she never made it, but she definitely was eye candy.
Okay.
She definitely done big numbers on OnlyFans.
Oh, she one of them. Okay.
Yeah, she one of them kind of rappers. Like, I suck this, hit that.
Right.
Nasty.
Gotcha.
So, lo and behold, I started seeing, and I used to see her, but I never put one and two together. Light-skinned, attractive female. That's all I seen. So lo and behold, 2021, the legendary V.I.C resurfaces in a video with Boot Gang.
Okay.
Who now goes by the name of John Gabbana. Now, this is like the V.I.C story. Who goes by the name of John Gabbana.
Right.
Now, a lot of people might remember Boot Gang as going viral several times for running out of businesses. Like him going Dunkin' Donuts, but then he ended up getting shot. He ended up getting on drugs. His story just went, woo.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either.
And he found V.I.C and Matthew, who now goes by the name of Nero.
Okay.
And they brought him to God.
Okay.
Hence now, anything you look up on John Gabbana, who he no longer goes by Boot Gang, he is saved. Matter of fact, V.I.C brought John Gabbana to God. He brought V.I.C to God, who now goes by... Stop it. Who now goes by Vicky Ivy, who's engaged to Boot Gang John Gabbana.
This real.
Bro, I'm not going to sit here and do an episode that we're supposed to be doing videos and pretty much turn it into an episode. This is
Vicky saved now.
Vicky is engaged to Boot Gang, who now is John Gabbana and Vicky Ivy.
What is John? How you spell that? What? Maybe
Gabanna. And guess what? While you're looking, he is now 5-0.
He boxed?
He's a celebrity boxer, but he takes it very, very serious. He's 5-0. He boxes other YouTubers, Instagrammers, yes, but he's serious. He's 5-0, not 5-0, 4-0. But
I've seen this dude. I know what this dude is.
Boot Gang. That's Boot Gang,
bruh. He whack as hell though.
Okay, but
them lyrics is trash. No offense, Lord.
Yeah, because he raps about the Lord.
Right.
So he starts to rap for the Lord.
Right.
He puts up a video that somewhat goes viral because it's his first video rapping for the Lord. Well, as he's freestyling, this is like last year. There's somebody in the back dancing like a hype man. And like everybody in our camp was like, that's V.I.C. Right?
Right.
Well, no one in the camp really cares. But me, Mr. Journalist, that's when I get it.
Right.
And it is V.I.C. But he's changed his name to 30.
That's a different name. I've heard another name out there.
Well, his name is 30.
When he doing like, okay, keep going.
So his brother, who is his hype man, at some point in time, turned to the streets and started slanging serving and got shot up.
Oh, damn.
And died.
Matt's dead?
And came back.
What?
So he has a testimony to where he died. He said he went to heaven, seen his father. The man's a very, very interesting story. So he raps now. His name is King Nero.
I've seen that name. Yes.
Nero. If you look, that is Matthew. A lot of people don't know Matthew, V.I.C.'s brother. If you Google top 10 and 1 plays in the history of and 1, he's on there. That's another thing people didn't know about V.I.C. His brother was an and 1 guy.
I didn't know Matt had skills. Okay.
What?
Okay.
I used to love getting booked for celebrity basketball games because I would put Matthew out there and not V.I.C. Yeah. Single-handedly do you bad. But moving forward, so as I'm doing my research, and so now there are more and more videos popping up of 30 and Justice. So now they formed a group, YMG, Yahweh Music Group.
Mm-hmm.
That Boom Gang, John Gabbana, V.I.C, aka 30, and Hollywood, aka King Nero, because that was his name when he was
Hollywood. Right.
But YMG, Yahweh Music Group, they rapping for the Lord.
Okay.
And I guess at some point they decided to do that for about 6 months, and they went their separate ways because Boom Gang got into the boxing, so he's doing more boxing now than making music. King Nero released a solo record which has V.I.C on it, and V.I.C decided to rap with his wife, who at this point in time has found the Lord. As I do my research, that is Lady Libra.
I need to do some research myself. Lady Libra.
Lady Libra.
Am I gonna pull up some porn if this?
No, I don't. I mean, it was just provocative. I don't. But I think she definitely, was in the clubs. But it's like one of those things that no one talks about. Not even. So they just done an interview, 30 and Justice, with DJ Smalls. They got like an hour and a half interview. Okay. And I'm like, man, they make no mention of any of this.
Of their past.
Right. No mention of any of this. They make mention that he's V.I.C, but they don't make mention that because in Smalls, V.I.C has always been very evasive when it comes to answering questions.
Because he has to be.
I hated that then.
Right.
Well, how old are you? Well, it depends.
What?
I'm saying this is when we was on the road. He just was very evasive in answering questions back then, so he's even more evasive now. And I'm not saying none of this in a bad way. I'm saying this from journalistic value. You can always recreate yourself because now they rap together as 30 and Justice.
30 and Justice, and it's Christian rap.
Yes, but it's actually not bad Christian rap.
I had to check it out.
See, I'm gonna be honest. I like what V.I.C is doing with her better than I like what he was doing by himself.
Let me look it up.
And I'm not saying this 30 and JUSTUS.
I'm looking it up on Spotify.
No, I don't even know if they're go to Instagram. I don't even know if they've put any of the music out like that yet. They might just be dropping it on Instagram.
JUSTUS. There's 30 other justices on it.
That's no different than him changing his name. That's no different than him changing his name to Genius, as if there was never a Genius prior.
He was like doing some bluesy type.
You remember that?
Then, yeah.
Because he went from V.I.C to Genius to 30.
He's tried to rebrand himself so many times, fam.
But he has a fourth. if you watch the DJ Smalls interview, he talks about walking away from music. People wanted to do him to do shows, features, and he wouldn't do it. He even talked about a group that we know called the Migos, who actually asked for a feature, and he declined.
This must have been early.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I done one of the first ever interviews with the Migos at RFG. It was very, very early, but he didn't know that they would be what they would be now, and he felt like they were on a different path. And he was in a the music business. Just and I'm saying all this to bring it full circle. The music business is not for everybody. You have to really check your spirit, because it will change your spirit or will affect your spirit. So if you,
but he's come full circle though. Yeah. He started out as a gospel rapper, and here he is right back at it. So he tried to go a different route, and God was like, "Hold on, fam."
But this is the funny thing.
I'm gonna move you back over here where I need you to. You know,
if I was his manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because even when you get a chance, watch the DJ Smalls interview, because you know his story.
Yeah.
When you watch DJ Smalls interview, you're gonna feel like me, like, bro, why are you not telling your whole story, which will be more impactful than you giving these bits and pieces? It's almost like you don't want to tell the entire story, so
it's almost like he's ashamed of it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, bro. But if he told his whole story, the eyes would be like this.
Sounds like a documentary.
Yeah. Oh, he's borderline. He's definitely behind the music. He's definitely 30-minute documentary worthy if he told the entire truth.
Then he can't do all of it. Then there needs to be other people around it to tell their perspective on what they saw the truth as.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know a lot of people in his life because his circle is very, very small. I could tell the documentary of him that would probably be more interesting than he would tell, because as an artist, he's gonna think his is gonna be more interesting.
Right.
But the truth you had an hour and a half interview with DJ Smalls.
Right.
You had a platform.
Right.
I could tell an interview, all facts from what I seen with these 4 eyes, that's more interesting than the interview. And the sad part is, none of it will make you look bad unless you're scrutinizing yourself. Because I don't have no tragic story to tell about him. You understand what I'm saying? Now, right. A lot of them might make him look like not the most trustworthy person of the world, or a lot of them might make him look like maybe he didn't quite understand. Because in this industry, and to bring it full circle, and then we can make it an AMA, or we can get to these videos. To make it full circle, and this is something that goes on in life that I recognize in the music industry first, and now I recognize in life, but maybe it's always been there. In the music industry, there's a lack of accountability.
Agreed. 1,000%.
A major lack of accountability.
But before you finish that, from an artist perspective, they don't want accountability. The artists want their hands handheld and to be told what to do, so that if something fails, then they're not the ones to be at fault. Traditionally, especially on hip hop side, most artists want that direction and leadership from somebody else. So they'll keep, their eyes and ears are always open and looking and trying to ask for advice on what they should and should not be doing from whoever else is out there. And sometimes that advice don't be genuine. Sometimes that advice will lead you down the wrong path. But you so desperate to not want that accountability on yourself, then you just be jumping from one idea to the next.
He was in a great situation. I'm going to be honest. He was in a very family-oriented situation that he allowed his perception of the music business to run wild and make the good situation not be what it really was. Have you ever met a person who's always looking to get done wrong to the point where everything, if it's not what they want it to be, then they feel like someone's trying to screw them?
Well, I have. I've personally been in that type of situation. Yeah.
Or a lot. It's very, very common in relationships. Like a woman who's been cheated on quite a bit. She looks at every guy she meets as a cheater. And at some point in time, she might drive away good guys because she's always accusing them of cheating. You're like, man, you know what? Screw this, man. Like, right. I ain't got time. Like, damn, why are you in my phone? Or this, damn, I just walked outside. Like, I've been in relationships like that, where I'm like, man, you know what? You have the potential to be a good woman, but your insecurities and your lack of trust pushing me away. I can't do this.
I've had many artist management relationships like that.
Yes,
and they're all like that. I can't say that none are. I haven't experienced it.
That between me and you, that's why when we talk, me and you talk, be like, man, I ain't really interested in doing that unless me and you do it together.
Right.
Because I know there are certain things that the artists are going to bring to me that I'm not going to be able to allow myself to tolerate. And I'm like, man, go talk to Spank. Because
yeah, that's fair.
Because I'm not. All right, I pride myself on being very trustworthy. So people not trusting me almost makes me fighting mad. Because I have yet at my age learned to put myself before others. Mm-hmm. Still, at my age, I'm very transparent. I just think as long as everything is on top and we understand, then we can move.
Not with music, we can't do that.
Right, because in music, if an artist don't make the money they think they made because they seen a Lil Wayne video and he talked about how he made this, because he left out the real truth, then they feel like you've done something. And that was like, even in my management situation with him, that's what terminated it. He always thought we were doing something.
When he was the one who was doing something. So that was probably just more guilt than anything. Well,
this going to be the official Big XL V.I.C story.
It's all good. We got it on camera now, so and we can make it.
Got it on video.
It's all good, and it's all true, and it's all relative to how artists and managers need to be working, or by learning and watching this video, we know how we not need to be operating. You know, we can't put all our trust in the artists.
I'm gonna come from the beginning. So this was a gentleman, we used to do Music Wednesdays. We were the only record label in Atlanta that me and Derek Crooms, Rockford Management, would allow artists to bring their demos into the College Park office, and me and Derek would listen to demos.
Derek Crooms is the brother of
Mr. College Park.
DJ Smurf, aka Mr. College Park.
AKA Michael Crooms.
Yes, brothers. Not half brothers, brothers.
Yes. And we formulated Rockford Management. To tell a little smaller backstory, the artist Homeboy signed College Park Music. I gave up a percentage of Homeboy's management to Derek Crooms because I felt like he had a little more. He had a learning curve on the knowledge and the connections than me from his relationships of managing Yin Yang Twins. Mm-hmm. So I was willing to give up a percentage to be. I basically bought into Rockford Management by giving up a percentage.
Right. And plus, it's somebody good to learn from, because he's right there as a mentor.
Yes, because at the time, Yin Yang was hot as fish grease. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we worked. So I was able to get in, and I co-managed the musicians. A lot of people don't know, but Yin Yang Twins had a what do you call it? Spring off group, jump off group called the Musicians.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah, you was off in college. Yeah. If you Google it was DA Musicians with a Z. It was D-Rock, his brother, birthday boy, and it was three of them. But because Yin Yang was so, you know how it is when you get hot, everybody wanted to be in the Yin Yang business.
Right.
So a label gave them an album deal, and they had a song that done well called "Shake Something for the Camera Phone."
Can't say I remember it. I'll look it up.
It was heavy. It was club heavy. It was a lot of BPMs, kind of typical Yin Yang type twins type thing.
Okay.
Take something for the camera phone. Take picture for the camera phone. It's when camera phones were emerging.
Okay.
So it charted low 200s. There was a video for it. Bro, I can't even remember if we put an album out. That's funny. But there's a video on YouTube. If you type in the Musicians camera phone, it'll come up.
All right.
So that was our first. So Yin Yang Twins, Homeboy got signed, and that led to the Musicians. Then we worked Homeboy. and so on and so on. None of that really popped. And one day, me and him both had got a demo. We brought his demo in. Like, hey, man, let's check this out. I got some demos. So I got a demo, he got a demo, and we both have the same demo, but we've got it from the same person, but different location.
Okay.
We thought that was irony. That we show up the same day with this demo from this artist that we were not together that we got.
Okay.
And that artist was V.I.C.
Okay.
He had a record called A-Town Hat. It was a very dope record. And we both enjoyed it. And we was like, hey, let's bring him in. Fast forward, brought him in, signed him. So we always trying to make a play. We tried to make a play. Batman was coming out. I don't remember which one, but we had a concept for a Batman song that we was going to pitch because we was in the Soulja Boy business now.
Right.
All eyes on us.
Can't get off of that now. Can't get off of that.
Yeah. All eyes on y'all. What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got over there? What y'all got over there? So it was like, man, let's try to make a pitch. We had a concept for a record that actually D. Crooms came up with, but we didn't have an artist to do it. And we was trying to get this record. They was looking for a title cut for the Batman record, for the Batman soundtrack.
Okay.
And D. Crooms had this hook, something like that. I was able to bring the guy V.I.C. in. He done the record. Bro, I started taking him to Alabama, all the small record pools in my vehicle, pushing this record because we wanted to create a buzz for the record before we submitted it.
Okay.
They said no. So it's really just a record that's floating out there, that's out there.
Okay.
No, the movie didn't bite on the record, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't have bid on the record either, because I think that was the Batman that, what's the gentleman who died? They played Batman? No, played the Joker?
Played the Joker.
Was it Heath Ledger?
No, that's too soon.
Well, there's someone who played the Joker who died during the filming of Batman. There are people in this chat that know what I'm talking about.
Heath Ledger died long later, and V.I.C. was already out.
No.
Right? Google
Heath Ledger's death.
Heath Ledger's death. We'll see what year that was. I think that was
I
late,
bet it's 2006, 2007. I'll be shocked. But we was trying to get on that film. And even if he died, they didn't pick the record up. And the movie ended up being really, really dark. And this record was really, really happy. So I understood why they didn't pick it up. So from that point, now
January 22nd, 2008.
2008 for Heath Ledger.
Okay. And that was around the time the movie came out and we was grinding. But anyway, it don't matter. So It didn't work. It don't matter. They didn't pick it up. It didn't work.
Okay.
So everybody now we got as a label, we have a #1 record in the country, which is you. We had a high production team. The package, so bro, I need to really tell the College Park story. The production team, which was College Park Music, was John Boy, Mr. Hanky. Y'all don't know Mr. Hanky now is responsible for I'm living my best life. And a lot of records. Google Mr. Hanky. He has a lot of records. He has a record right now that's charting with City Girls and Usher.
Yes, he is.
And last year he had Twerkulator with the City Girls.
Damn, Hanky, you're doing one a year. That's all good, Hanky. Keep it going.
Yeah, he had Rico. There was a song some years ago with Rico Moreno or some rapper that day. He gets one good one a year.
Yeah.
But the package store was John Boy, who is in your area, and he's on the Tex James Morning Show.
I didn't know John Boy was on the morning show.
He produces the morning show.
Well, damn. I didn't know that. This is the dude that was in the group. Didn't he have a group?
The B Team.
They was called something else.
Oh, the Surround Sound? The band?
No, it was the group. It was a group of kids, or maybe he was managing them or something like that. Like he got mad because I took videos of them that was fighting outside of the club, and he didn't want the video to be leaked.
Oh no, that was the B Team.
That was the B Team.
Yeah, that was the B Team.
I don't remember.
I remember that because he called me.
Yeah,
he asked me to take the video down. That was
I took it down. I took it down.
But we had a production collective called the Package Store.
Okay.
Because everybody
want their package. Yeah.
Gotcha. It was Mr. College Park, John Boy, Mr. Hanky, a gentleman from your area named Swole, and a gentleman named
Swole ain't down here no more. He up there.
I moved to Indiana.
Yeah.
And a gentleman named TJ, who I'm not sure what TJ's at. TJ got big and started doing records for Pitbull.
Nice.
And then he walked away from the music business.
He probably sitting on the check though every year. From
I don't know. I don't know ways that I heard he moved to California, was back in it. I'm not sure. But that was the package store. A lot of people don't know I co-managed the package store and we placed records for Jeezy. A lot of people don't know what one of your favorite Jeezy songs is. I'm a T-R-S-T-S-E-R. Trap Star. That was produced. It says Mr. Colin Paul, and the package store, it really was produced by the package store.
Nice.
Because back then, the bigger name would sell the track.
Right, so you put them first.
Yes.
Just for notoriety. Yeah.
So fast forward up to speed. Everybody wanted to be in the Soulja Boy business. There was a record laying around. There was a beat. And this is one of the biggest tricks in the music industry. I don't even know if this will ever work again.
Was this a beat by Soulja Boy?
No.
Because it was branded as
produced it was a beat by the package store.
It said produced by Soulja Boy.
I'm glad this video, there's a big party tomorrow to celebrate the 4-time platinum. Ryan Cameron is doing it, and everybody's supposed to get back together, whatever.
Really?
Somehow I got.
Why is Ryan Cameron doing it and not Frank Ski?
Because Ryan Cameron, because DJ Smurf DJ is on Ryan Cameron's show. So
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
This is hey, Atlanta, come out and celebrate the 4-time platinum. It's a money grab. It's a money grab, but it's okay. It's okay.
Do we get plaques? Can we get plaques?
So, I don't know.
Real big ones?
I don't know. I don't even want to get into that aspect of it. Because then I'm putting too much out there.
Okay. Well, who owned the rights to the shit other than who owns it still? Warner Brothers? That's it?
And whoever V.I.C sold his portion to. And then everybody get their little bit.
Damn.
I get about $140 a year.
Warner should give people plaques. Like for real. Because this wasn't even a record that y'all was thinking
Warner,
about.
I was Warner. I ain't even mad. I wouldn't give us plaques if I was Warner. I wouldn't.
The record has generated how many times? 4 times platinum's worth of music.
That can be tracked.
That could be tracked. 4 times is enough to be giving out plaques. We ain't talking about the other shit that ain't tracked.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was Warner Bros., I wouldn't give us plaques. Why? You guys were dropped.
Bro, it's about fairness and doing what is right.
Said this business is full of lack of trust. And
I know, but when you throw out that fuck energy, that fuck boy energy out there, then you gonna get fuck boy energy back. Like
let me say this. When I say
I would rather not do that.
When I say I wouldn't give Warner Brothers, if I was Warner Brothers, I wouldn't give plaques. That's me speaking as a rep of Warner Brothers.
Right.
That's not a Victor Walker statement.
Right.
But if Warner Brothers don't give us plaques, I completely understand. I'm not even mad because they still say we owe them money. How?
Boy, that shit need to be audited.
Yeah, how you get some? How? Okay. Name one of your former employees. Joe Martin.
Music or
just in general? Joe Martin.
Okay, we'll go Joe Martin. We'll go Joe Martin.
Backstage music, right?
Yes.
Say Joe, when you left the company, Joe Martin still owed you $1,000.
Right.
How do you get Joe Martin to give you $1,000 a day?
I had to sue his ass.
Right. But even if you sue him, does he have time to fudge the books?
Oh, he got plenty of time.
Okay.
It's been decades.
That's the situation with us and Warner Brothers. We can sue. Do you know how many times Warner Brothers have changed executives since we left? The record blew up 2 years after we were dropped.
Blew up and never came down.
Right. Yeah. It's still up there.
It's still in the top 200 on iTunes right now. I'm pretty sure I can look it up. I'm going to look it up right now.
It's like Cardi B says, it's up there and it's stuck there.
It's up and it's up.
Yeah. So, needless to say, and the funny thing about the record, because someone was asking me, I was like, listen, because it's like, did y'all create the dance? I'm like, man, we ain't even knew nothing about no Wobble dance. I was like, go look at the video and see if you see anyone in the video doing the wobble dance.
None.
Because there was no wobble dance at the time we done the video. 2 years after the video, a steppers class, and I'm sorry, Detroit, or I'm sorry, Chicago, because one of you guys done it. So whoever didn't do it, I apologize. But a female, no disrespect, a female plus size stepping crew in either Detroit or Chicago took the record and created a dance. And everywhere they went, they would do this line dance. But they picked the record because it was like, hey, big girl, get in there.
Right.
And they were plus size steppers. And that record blew. It spread like a virus. Shout out to Tony Neal.
We owe their ass. We owe their ass plaques.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes. Shout out to Tony Neal because Tony Neal gave them the record.
I didn't know that.
Not necessarily working it, but he gave it to him. So he kind of and once he seen what it was doing, Tony Neal, out of the goodness of his heart and having a good relationship with Mr. Collie Park, started back reworking the record. All this was done on the string. Because when nobody paying Tony Neal, paying him why? Because we knew at that point in time, we're not going to receive a lot. Now, there's been license deals and, little checks here and there for the record. But,
right.
But the biggest chunk of that money is going to Warner Brothers.
True.
Because they hold the main mechanicals. So every dime we might have generated, because it was licensed for the Georgia Lottery, and we can't even license the record without Warner Brothers approving. Of course, they're going to always say yes.
There it is.
What number is it?
Can you see that? Number 73.
73 in the top 200.
Top on the hip hop rap charts. Yes.
Bro. So, V.I.C's career could have been a gazillion times. He hasn't really capitalized on that record because he doesn't really perform it. But the sad part about it, and that's why this show is important, when we tell you artists to brand yourself, market yourself, there were years that people didn't know who done the wobble. They just know it's a record.
Probably why Cupid got so many records. I mean, so many shows and so many phone calls about doing shows.
What's the first thing he say when their record come on? Cupid!
Yeah.
So, hey man, but as an artist, if you pick management to make this, or management decided to work with you, you have to have some level of trust. Everybody ain't trying to steal from you.
Agree.
Right? Everybody. I remember one time we was in a city, and this clothing store was like, "Hey man, y'all, can you bring V.I.C to do an in-store? I'm gonna give y'all clothes and some scratch. Hey man, we'll have the radio station there. Hell yeah, let's go. We're gonna get some money, some clothes, and your local radio station's here, and we got a show in your town anyway tonight. Let's go." They done that. They gave the artist whatever he wanted. Allowed his brother get whatever he wanted. And then like, hey man, get you a couple of pieces. You the one who orchestrated this. He was upset. He said that I took things that could have went to him and his brother.
But y'all had your opportunity to get what you wanted.
You can't be that untrusting. Everything, it eventually became a situation, bro. And there's not a person who knows me in any walk of life except that's gonna say I stole from you.
Bro, that probably would have been a long, hard conversation that he would have got that day from me.
It was.
Like, come, you ain't none of this shit would be happening without me, first of all. But for you to even question my integrity or my intent, like fuck you. Matter of fact, you finna walk back because I'm finna go.
Hey, bro, I got fired on the road twice,
bruh,
because of just things in his mind.
I think me and you had conversations about this shit while I was on the road when I was driving around with you.
Yeah,
like, bro, like why are you putting up with this shit? Because this this Negro
Crazy.
fucking like put his ass in his place. I'm not the one to be, but see, we got different managerial philosophies. Like one, you ain't finna tell me shit as an artist. I will listen to you, and you can make all the music you want to, but you ain't finna tell me to do a damn thing. Then we can ask, we can have a conversation, but you can't tell me what to do when I'm your manager. I'm the one who's telling you and orchestrating all of this for you. You can't, if you're gonna tell me what to do, then now you don't need me. Now it's time for me to bounce.
Again, and I say this. And this is me. Maybe it's a character flaw, maybe it's a strong trait. I'm not gonna say I never want to manage again, because I love managing, bro. I love it. But I would never manage alone again.
Well, me either, which is why when I do get back in it, you'll be the first person I talk to next year in 2023.
I would never, I repeat, never manage alone, because I'm sorry, artists, y'all crazy.
This is true.
Y'all, and even when y'all ain't crazy, it's like a relationship. Y'all say all the right shit to get us invested. And then when y'all start to do this, the things that we said that you believed in, now you believe it because Gucci Man manager said this. And I don't mean nothing negative about Gucci. I don't know why. There's a picture I'm looking at.
Okay.
Or because Lil Scrappy's manager said this. So now we came from the dirt. But now that you get some notoriety and people are talking to you and they're above you, their manager is smarter than the person that brought you from the dirt. I'm a firm believer that artists make the managers go bad just as much as previous experiences make managers do bad things. But artists like me and bro, as artists, and maybe this is the MIP manager special. Artists want managers to manage their career, but then don't believe in their manager when they meet what they consider a more higher profile manager. I've had that happen so many times. Okay.
I mean, they can believe it or not, bro. Like you on paper. Like, they need to understand that.
This is something me and you used to talk about, because you used to bring up that on paper all the time.
Bro, you on paper, and I have. Yeah, we used to talk about it before I started doing stuff independently of what me and you did with Red Clay Warriors, but I was still a stickler for that. Like, if you on paper, you ain't finna just, oh, I like that manager over there, now I want to go over there. You can go, but you ain't finna leave with no music. Not if I put my money in it. That shit's staying right here, fam. And I've done it twice with two artists that thought they was just gonna leave without me recouping. You got me fucked up.
And me, I guess I'm like, man, if you don't want to be with me, I don't want to be with you.
Oh, that's fine. We can both have that sentiment. But this motherfucking music, it stays right here until I get my money back. And until that happens, then Wobble would have stayed right here on my motherfucking desk, and it wouldn't have made no money because you want to do some crazy ass.
Well, with that though,
I'm just using Wobble as an example, not saying like that's what Derek or Michael should have done. Just using an example.
Now, I give Derek and Michael credit. They always fought for me. They knew my character.
Right.
So even though he might say, as he called me Walker, I don't want Walker out there with me. There was never a situation that he went out there that Walker wasn't with him.
But we know why. Because he wanted somebody like Miguel that would be out there hustling and stealing and doing other ignorant shit that's going to make the brand look bad. Like, he fucked his name up. Like that, whatever relationship that they had going on there was perfect. They were two peas in a pod. Like the Dumb and Dumber leading the career of somebody that could have been multi-platinum, as we can see. You know, when you got the right intent, you get 4 times platinum. But when you leave, you ain't even went copper. You know, but and your career has tanked, and you've had to rebrand 3-4 times. Like, bro, we can't. I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit at all. Like, this industry is built of artists and managers that are like that. Like, throughout. Like, the artists think that. Artists have that mentality. You know, this is why, and to speak to your point, I'm not going to get back into management and do it myself. I'm going to have a group, because I can't do this shit myself. If I'm getting into it, it'll probably be mostly investor first and then second management. But even the managers that are in the room with me, it has to be somebody like yourself. That's somebody that's got experience. Somebody that went through some shit with other artists. Somebody that know how to walk somebody in certain doors or how to even walk the path to get in the door. Okay, and then it might be a couple other people in there that we can train and teach so they can be the next generation of manager. Yes, but I'm not. I can't just. I don't cater to artists like that. An artist ain't gonna tell me a damn thing to do. But I will give you 1,000% creative control for you to do everything that you need to do to make your music. But when it comes to me handling your career, if you're not going to trust me with it before we put any music out, you need to let that be known so I know how to treat you. Because when you start giving me that distrust, or maybe I should do this that way, or maybe I should do this that way, then I can go ahead and terminate the contract before we release any music. Now there isn't any money to recoup. Maybe we should probably, when we do get back into this, maybe we should put everybody in a development deal.
It's a development aspect of it, because most people, and this is country rap, regular rap, whatever, most people don't understand the role of a manager and what a manager's supposed to do. All right.
That's true. Now, I need you to be. There's a want and a need right there. I need you to be the greatest artist ever. You want to be it, but I need it just so I can get a return on my investment, which is mostly my time. And so that everybody else that is involved with the management team can get a return on their investment, which is their time. Vic can't get none of that time back. 14 years later, 4 times platinum, we got no plaques and we can't get any of that time back. None of it. But it was all for the culmination of this record, this unknown record, this record that was probably just going to be a flop in the first place, were it not for some heavyset chicks doing a dance. Like, now, here it is by chance, 14 years later, it's still on the damn charts. 14 years later.